put your hand, go walk. Your name go open.
The Parliamentary Service Commission, Bwana Jeremia Nyegenye, akisindikizwa na komanda mkuu wa chuo kikuu cha mafunzo polisi Tawala, huku akiandamana na Director Training and Reform APS Afande Ibrahim. Mgeni wetu wa heshima siku ya leo sio mwingine bali ni Major Soviet, Chief Sergeant at Arm of the Senate. Parade komanda mkuu wa gwaride hili sio mwingine bali ni Madam Joyce Kimoi kutoka Bomet County Assembly, komanda wa kipekee wa kike wa kwanza. Tuko na vitengo viwili, ya kwanza ikiwa chini ya Fred Kokuta kutoka National Assembly, kikundi cha pili komanda mkuu anakuja kuomba ruhusa ili gwaride liweze kukaguliwa.
Sir, parade is ready for inspection.
Mgeni wa heshima siku ya leo sio mwingine bali ni Major Soviet, huku akiongozwa na Director Afande Kangani, wakiweza kukagua gwaride kwa siku ya leo. Parade Commander anaomba ruhusa ya kuweza kuendelea na demonstrations. Maridadi kabisa, tuweze kumpigia makofi. Na wasiweze kusimama mara tu mgeni wa heshima atakapokuwa akiingia kwenye jukwaa kama ishara ya heshima. Asanteni. Nitawaomba mweze kukaa. Maridadi kabisa. Basi wanajipanga ili waweze kutuonyesha maonyesho tofauti waliotuandalia kwa siku ya leo.
Wilson Mancha, Kajiado County Assembly, sir. Stanley Martin, Bomet County Assembly. Sir William Monster, National Assembly, sir.
Eunice Wanjao, Muranga County Assembly.
Nicholas Koech, Joint Service. Magatilari, Parliamentary Joint Service.
Musa, during our study here at the Embassy campus, we're going to learn about the firearms and their safety rules. I'm going to take you through the pistol. Firearms do not cause accident. Accidents are always caused by the gun holder. Your firearm should always face the same direction. Your index finger should always be outside the trigger box. Do not aim at anything which you do not intend to shoot. For you to render your firearm safe, you are supposed to remove the magazine, cock your gun, examine the chamber, ensure there is no ammunition, release your firearm, press the trigger, your firearm is safe. You now load the magazine, count the number of ammunition. It uses the 9mm ammunition. Then in our assemblies, we record the firearm. Indicate the date, time, serial number of the firearm. Here, the make, this is CZ09, make from Czech Republic. Ammunition number, you're going to register here the number of firearm, the ammunitions you have counted, the name, the owner, name of the owner, and the signature. After that, you keep it in a safe, key and lock, safety. Next.
So, I'm taking the type of fire. You don't want to go to the type of fire. The support remote, because of the tripod and the bike. Then we have the personal remote, the AK-47. And then the alternative remote, like the pistols. My colleague will teach you to take over.
Okay, thank you very much. Welcome. Before you use an AK-47, it's categorized as personal weapon. If you got a firearm has been stripped for the purposes of security, because most of the time people have known that they can be identified very easily. So when we come across some bats like this, we will be able to detect that somebody might be coming, because most of the people who are with the intent to attack our assemblies normally comes in parts. They usually strip the weapon and bring it in parts to the county assemblies or our assemblies. So whenever we come across such a band, because as you can see, these are the bands for the AK-47. When we see a magazine like this, we will be able to know that it's the magazine belonging to AK-47. Here is a piston. We will be able also to detect that maybe this person is coming to cause or to come to the assembly and assemble so that he can cause destruction. Here is the ammunition. This is 7.5 mm, which can be used in AK-47. Thank you, sir.
My colleague from the team will take you through the guiding here.
Okay, thank you, Chief Guest. We also got an opportunity to learn about the components of an IED, improvised explosive materials. There are only 5 types. This one is the big charge. This is the explosive. Cause a maximum damage. You see, it has a safety pin that we are able to identify. This is the detonator. You can easily identify the detonator by the bottle. You can see how it's made. It has a serial number. It has some small explosive inside. And also these are including wires. This is the switch for triggering the same. And this one now is the detonating cable or detonate. So this is the charge. Every explosive has to have a source of power. The most damaging one is when any criminal, you know, criminals are people like us, they are experienced people. Some can even connect with the electricity connection that we have in our offices of work. And when somebody or anybody switch on the switch, it can just explode. So when you see anything like this grenade, mostly us as a security people, you can now identify. When you see something like this, as I'm going to mention, you will alert everybody in the office, everybody in the office, members of parliament, staff, and even the visitors, to forget the place immediately, and you call the regular agencies to come and assess the situation and do the necessary investigation. Thank you.
For clarification purposes, my colleague said that the way was mentioned in the part of an ID. So this one is an explosive on its own. So it's not part of an ID. So what you said is a part of ID. When you want to mount your ID, we also have a container which we are using to mount an ID. So if you see an item like this is an explosive. It's a hand grenade. So for our safety purposes, it always have a pin. So anytime you see that an hand grenade does not have a pin, what you make sure first is to alert everyone to locate the room, and immediately you connect with the authority purposes for further investigations. Thank you very much, sir. And that marks the end of our presentation. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Dorcas Makena Micheni, the Rakanidi County Assembly. Welcome, sir, to our showcasing security search procedure, which is one of the items we have been learning throughout the training, and it is also applicable in our areas of duty. With me, I'm Dennis Kimel from Makueni County Assembly.
Irene Wajiko, Kirinyaga County Assembly, sir.
Joseph Gruto from Nandi County Assembly. Thank you, sir. Abubakar Mata, Joint Services, sir.
Purity McKenna, the Rakanidi County Assembly, sir.
welcome, sir. I now hand you over to one of my colleagues who is going to elaborate more about the security search procedure. Welcome.
Security search procedure, which we all know Sergeant at arms are to ensure that security for both members and staff is on top shape. So our key role as Sergeant at arms is to make sure all the members of staff and all the members are very secure as well as the premises. So in our case, we have the other team, which is we have to make sure in our institution we have the security perimeter walls, which also are made to have an electric fence also to attend the target of those who may want to gain access from other alternative routes other than the main gate. We also have the main gate, whereby we have a gate which is used by motor vehicles and also those on foot. For those on foot, we have to take them through a security search, whereby we have to check everything, including their bags, and even freeze their pockets and conduct. We have officers who do conduct a quick search, whereby we have to cross-check whether the visitor is in possession of any harmful material. So, like in our case here, we have the walk-through metal detector. The tables here in a trade, a walk-through metal detector, and also we have the hand scanner. This one is to hit in case we've used the metal detector and the visitor had already removed everything in possession, but the metal detector is making the alarm, which sounds like something more. So we use the hand scanner, where we will have to locate the exact position of the gadget which is causing alarm. We also have to make sure every person gaining access is noted down, or else there is recording of any visitor, and also we have to give them an identification tag for easy identification from strangers and members of staff. Also, after we have conducted the search, we have to make sure if it's a genuine visitor, he exactly knows the place he's heading to, or else he has communicated to the office, or else the office is expecting a visitor at a given time, so as to control movement of in and outside the offices, whereby we may have very many people getting access and going to cause commotion in our due places. So in our case, we are going to demonstrate a simple search whereby our officers, we have officers who man the gates and also control access of inside and outside the premises. So in our setting, we have a guest who is going to gain access to our premises.
Sorry, madam.
I have an order with your clerk. I have an appointment. May I get in?
Proceed, madam.
Our security personnel is trying to confirm whether truly the guest is having an appointment with our clerk.
With this part, madam? Yes.
We also have another guest who is trying to get the luggage of our visitor to ascertain the nature of stuff the visitor is in possession. We can as well see the trying to doubt the letter of appointment letter, because they give you appointment letter are delivered from the station. the third search, now that we have identified a number of items, such as this stuff, we understand even by the sergeant, it has got some cabling. This cabling maybe we can connect it to power and it may become an explosive device. So we need not to take this for granted. And by so doing also, we have a water bottle. In our setting, like in the assemblies, we've even witnessed people causing harm to others using water bottles. So we should not take anything for granted. We have to treat this as a crime scene, for instance, as also take our guests to a temporary detention room for further interrogation. Yeah. So after we've taken as a visitor or as the suspect to the detention room, we have to invite the relevant officers who, for instance, will be first responders to the scene to take you through. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, allow me to take you through what we've been covering in class in crime scene management, outlining the role of bystanders in a crime scene. Sir, first responders in a crime scene are the first officers who arrive at the crime scene. And the primary role of the first responders is to secure the crime scene to avoid evidence contamination. And we carry out the activities that I'm going to outline to ensure that the evidence is not contaminated. First, we assess the crime scene. By so doing, we ensure to look at the safety, and we as the first responders, we concentrate on the safety of us, our colleagues, and also the victims. After that, sir, we depending on the nature of the injuries of the victims, we engage the emergency medical team, which includes St. John's Ambulance, the AAR, Kenya Rock Society, and the rest. And in this, it is our keen responsibility to ensure that we take the contacts of the people who are engaged in the activity. We take also the number plates of the vehicles. We also keep records on the number of patients that are in the hospitals, if they are conscious, unconscious, and also we have to identify the medical facilities that the casualties are being taken. After doing this successfully, sir, we continue to the next stage, which is securing the crime scene. In this, we carry out a number of activities, one of them being identifying and establishing the crime scene. And as we identify the crime scene, it is also our duty to control the flow of the victims in and out of the crime scene. So this helps us to, maybe when you let the people go out of the crime scene, you might be letting out witnesses who are going to bring vital information which is important in our investigation. So we also identify and mark the exit and entry points. And this is to avoid contamination of the evidence, which is our major role as the first responders. After successfully doing this, we now involve the police officers who attended to our distress call to come and manage the crime scene. And we use the notes that we've been taking from step 1 to brief them so that they can take the necessary action. That is the end of our presentation, sir. And it is my humble duty to present you to the next group, which is first aid. Thank you, sir.
Afternoon, sir. Wamboi Joimasi, Parliamentary Joint Services. With me is a team of first aiders.
Afternoon, sir. Benedict Motoa, Makueni County Assembly, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Dali Meshak, National Assembly.
Good afternoon, sir. Isaiah Kian, Kajiado County Assembly, sir.
Afternoon, sir. Anne Semeyan, Kajiado County, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
With your permission, sir, allow us to illustrate the skills we have learned in Embakasi A campus. Thank you, sir. First aid is the first help given to an injured person or a casualty. During our class lessons, we use the following items: the stretcher, the dummy to represent our casualty, and the first aid kit. For this lesson, allow us to use one of us as a casualty. First, we check the safety of our casualty and the first aiders. When we see that we are safe and the casualty is safe, we will loosen all the tight clothing. After loosening, we will hold the head and feel using the jaw thrust method to avoid more injury. Then we will check whether our patient has responded. In this case, our casualty is not responding, so we will move to the check whether his airways are blocked. First, we will use our fingers to check whether there is warm air getting out. Then we can check the rise and fall of the chest. In our case here, as you can see, there's the rise and fall of the chest, so our patient is conscious. After that, we move to the breathing, or we move to the circulation using the carotid pulse and the radio where it's situated at the wrist. Then we will conduct the secondary survey, which is conducted from head to toe. As we know, the head consists of so many parts. First, we check whether there is swelling on the skull. If there is any swelling, you're not supposed to interfere with it. It might be an internal injury. We move to the ears. We check whether there are oozing of blood or more distance from the ear. If there is, we wipe using our sterilized cotton wool. We move to the eyes. We check whether there are blood clots in the eyes or discoloration of the eyes or swelling. We check whether the casualty can easily see. We move to the nose. We check whether he's bleeding or there is excessive mucus. We wipe using our disinfected cotton wool. Then on the mouth, we check the swelling or bleeding. We will still wipe using our sterilized cotton wool. Then we go down to the neck. On the neck, we are seeing people wear chains for beauty, but in our case, we won't assume their bracelets, warning bracelets are worn. For example, in cases of blood sugars, we have the high blood sugars, referring it to hyperglycemia, and the low blood sugars as hypoglycemia. In our case here, we will assume our patient here has hypoglycemia. The bracelet is always indicating. So we check in his pockets whether there is something sweet. If there is, we place it on his lips so that he can taste it. Then we will put our casualty in a recovery position.
We are going to put our casualty in a recovery position. I bring his right hand at a 45 degree, and I bring the left hand at his jaw to support the head, and I bring the leg at 90 degrees, and then we roll our casualty slowly to avoid any now we are doing for evacuation.
One.
I will hand over to the medics. So that marks our end of illustration. Allow me to hand over to the next one.
Good morning, sir. Our chief guest, senior members of the National Police Service. Good morning. My name is Naman Nagengo. I want to showcase to you the VIP protection inside the chamber. And in this case, the VIP is the speaker, and the message is a symbol of authority. How we could guard in a situation that becomes unruly and there's a heated debate in the house. Welcome.
I don't
have time for greeting you.
Madam,
I don't have time.
Kwa sasa? Habari ya mashinani?
We must do a thorough search, the sergeants who are there, to check if there's anything that can be found with the members.
By the board, big man.
Now the speaker's position enters the chamber for the beginning of the day's debate.
Honorable member, speaker.
So once the speaker is in the seat, the session will definitely bring the session. Start of the session, the debate will start.
Honorable members,
as the speaker controls the debate,
good afternoon.
You realize that the sergeant at arms, who are the security of the
we are going to proceed with the
taking
business
the
of the day.
position as the debate goes on.
So next order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a motion, and the motion today is on the mortgage and column. As you are aware,
What is the point of order? Point of order, Mr. Speaker. What is the point of order? Mr. Speaker, sir.
no, Mr.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Is the member in order to start a new motion while we didn't complete the yesterday motion? Honorable Kitura, you are completely out of order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm under your protection, and let the rules of the House protect me as well. The motion on mortgage and shallow is going to be of benefit to both the staff of this institution and
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Order.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Order, members.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Order, members.
Point of order, Mr.
Order,
Speaker.
members.
Protect me.
Order, members. Order, members. Order, members. Order, members. Order, members. Order, members.
We will not allow you to dictate us in this house. We will not allow you. We will not allow you. We are the majority in this house. We are going to show you.
Sergeant at Arms, Land 2022. Before you are 19 members with team building activities present to you. Welcome, sir.
Alam. Likewise, this team also. Hii kazi mnaona tutaifanya kwa muda gani?
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
5 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. Maybe give you 3 minutes. Come on, therefore start. This line you see here. We are going
Given where we come from, let us be this piece of land.
So we will create some others or breaking the boundaries which are allocated, and those are the things normally conflicts in our villages, our places of work. You can see our supervisors are very few. And this one is in IEC. Whenever they get conducted, we must have people like that guy. There's another. Whenever some goods are coming from the and you can see somebody has stepped on one of the lines. He is removed here, he is being disqualified because he is not fitting the word. So the rules and regulations which were set. So that's the punishment. Even if he is going back, he is not seen again as a form of punishment. Tumia vidole hapo. Sogeza mbele kidogo. Sogeza mbele kidogo. But this is where everybody, if anybody is here, that's one of the keys. Hapo. Kanyaga chini hapo. Haya. Umewapea dakika moja pekee tumalize, given an extra time. 50 seconds. 10 seconds to go. We our dear guest of honor and other guests, from what we've just seen from team building, we were trying to look into one, leadership skills. In that, by the time they were doing all these things, if they didn't have a leader who could lead them, number one, we were looking for an communication skills in India. Was the person who was being talked to, was he or she teaching to the instructors given or not? And maybe when I asked the question, you could not see it from your hand, nobody would read something. They were teaching on the same but nobody made it halfway. So class, what happened? They have coordination, that is, it means everybody was giving instruction. So whoever was expecting could not know whose instruction he or she could give. Next.
There was no proper planning.
Very good. Before you start doing something, you are planned on the ground. So they just came, land. So they were planning on the process, and that was the reason they failed. Next. Maybe the instructor will say, Baraka to right, and Baraka left, Baraka bell, and Baraka you. So the instructions here were not being followed. And this thing, even in our village, we have to. Unaambia mtu anaambiwa fanya hivi, anafanya dapo anafanya unapigana. Kwa sababu the reason when we stepped on the boundary, is that in our places of work, we have the hierarchy of power. I know there are some documents which can be signed by a junior officer and some must wait for the senior officer to sign. But you find out a junior officer comes in and signs the document. So he's taking up your position. So what we're going to. So this is what we are trying to learn here. Number two, you could see if there's no a leader in any organization, we cannot make it. And you cannot go anywhere. And that is why they were having some time saying this. It means every organization needs more than one person so that you achieve your goals together in common. You cannot achieve a goal while you are alone. So let me have to answer the last question. In case you are given another chance, you think you can now make it even happen or to that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Why? So you say, now that they go, they will now be in a position to coordinate. It means coordination plays a lot in a teamwork. Yes? Time management. I gave them 3 minutes, I added 1, still they could not manage that time properly. So time management, even in our places of work, kuna wengine wanafika kazi late, which means ile kazi alikuwa fanya itachelewa ama sasa. So that is all.
seargjent. Thank you, sir, for giving us an ear. We are very grateful. We had other showcases, but for the interest of time, we wish to stop there. Thank you, sir.
Difficult exercises. Exercise. Commence!
Forward, sideways, forward, sideways, forward, sideways.
Steady. Exercise number 2. Exercise. Commence!
1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up.
Steady. Basics technique. Straight punch. Shoot!
Get!
1,
Get!
2,
Get!
3,
Get!
4,
Get!
5.
Get!
Steady.
Loose.
Snap kick. Shoot!
Get!
1,
Get!
2,
Get!
3,
Get!
4,
Get!
5.
Get!
Steady.
Loose.
Upward block. Shoot!
Get!
1,
Get!
2,
Get!
3,
Get!
4,
Get!
5.
Get!
Steady.
Loose.
Drop kick. Shoot!
Get!
1,
Get!
2,
Get!
3,
Get!
4,
Get!
5.
Get!
Change.
Get!
1,
Get!
2,
Get!
3,
Get!
4,
Get!
5.
Get!
Steady. Self defense.
Loose.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steady. Bow.
Loose.
That marks the end of our presentation, sir. With a jump about 10.
Tukiweza kufika katika
We'll advance in review order. Major center. Quick march.
naomba mweze kusimama.
General salute. Sir, red is ready for your orders. May I have your permission to stand until the parade, sir?
Naweza kuketi.
Our chief guest today, who is the Chief Sergeant at Arms, the Senate, Director Training and Reforms, APS, Sajilo, senior officers who are present today at today's location, invited guests, instructors, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you this afternoon on behalf of the Commandant, who would have wished our chief guest to be with you this very auspicious occasion as these officers graduate. But due to a task that came up, I had to leave, and that is why he's not with us today. So on his behalf, and on my own behalf, because I'm the Chief Instructor, National Police College Embakasi campus, he did ask me to be present so that to represent him in this very important occasion. So our Chief Guest, sir, allow me to read his remarks for the college commander. And it reads as follows. It is my great pleasure to welcome you, our Chief Guest, and all the invited guests to National Police College, the Embakasi campus, on this most auspicious course closure, occasion of basic paramilitary training for Sergeant at Arms Course number 1, 2022. We thank the Inspector General, National Police Service, and the Deputy Inspector General, Additional Police Service, for allowing us to mount this course and for facilitating its smooth running. Our appreciation also goes to the leadership of the National Assembly, the Senate, and the county assemblies for choosing this college to train their staff. Our chief guests, a total of 61 course participants reported for a 4-week course on Sunday, 9th January 2022, and out of this, 41 are males and 20 are female officers. These men and women have undergone a rigorous training during which they were imparted with skills, knowledge, and attitude necessary for the work of a sergeant at arms. They have been made aware of the essence of security and public order in political, social, and economic development of our nation, with a focus to National Assembly, Senate, and devolved county assemblies. At the end of the training, the course participants were expected to be able to interpret and apply basic laws relevant to their duties. Also explain various parliamentary acts to them, and again observe and respect human rights. Equally identify various types of arms, including IEDs, as you witnessed during your tour of the station that they did mount to demonstrate what they've learned. Conduct investigations and crime scene management, demonstrate physical and mental fitness, achieve high level of discipline, confidence, loyalty, and team spirit. Again, as witnessed by one of the stations that they were demonstrating on the team building aspect. Also enforce basic laws and parliamentary proceedings, and communicate effectively by use of communication gadgets. We have used our radio communication gadgets just to simulate what probably is domiciled in a number of the county assemblies and, of course, the bicameral parliament. To achieve these objectives, trainees were taken through the following subjects. 1, drill, legal studies, skill at arms, basic investigations and crime management, radio communication, operational procedures applicable to their duties, fitness and recreation training, first aid, disaster and incident management. Also, they were able to cover security and safety management, upgrading education, command and leadership. So, our chief guest, I confidently inform you that all expected competencies have been achieved by the graduates through our highly skilled and experienced instructors. During the onset of the training, the trainees were subdivided into smaller groups to enhance close trainee-instructor interaction and to impart the spirit of teamwork. These graduates were taken through various practical assessment, demonstrations, and simulations from the time they reported for training. This was mainly to measure their level of understanding, attitude towards the course, eagerness to learn, discipline, among others. They were evaluated through practical and written examinations, which they have performed excellently. During the training, they conducted themselves with decorum, portrayed high energy in quite challenging practical lessons, positive attitude and active participation in class by asking questions where necessary and sharing various experiences they have gained from their workstations. This, our chief guest, made the training interesting to both course participants and the instructors. As I present to you the graduates, I'm satisfied and fully convinced that they have been trained and qualified to perform the work of Sergeant at Arms. Thank you. Sorry. I recommend them for higher responsibilities at their workplace. With these remarks, I now invite the Director, Training and Reforms to continue with the remaining program. Please welcome, sir.
Mr. Sorobits, all invited guests, our clerk of the Tharaka-Nithi County Assembly, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you very much, sir. I want to really register my appreciation on behalf of our DIG, the Deputy Inspector General Administration Police Service, for the kind of leadership that has been able to demonstrate to all of us and to be able to allow this institution to carry out one of these very, very important training for the Administration Police Service together with our Sergeant at Arms across the counties of this country. Our chief guests, sir, we have representation of the 14 counties who've been able to, you came in terms of assembling here during the initial programs that we've been able to set together, and to be able to understand exactly some of the core responsibilities assigned to the Sergeant at Arms. Us in the Administration Police Service would want to register our appreciation in the fact that we've been able to choose our training institution to be able to give capacities to our officers. Remember, whatever it is that is being done at the county assemblies is the responsibility for the citizens of this country. All our members of the county assembly, all our members of parliament and senate are really a demonstration in terms of representation of the citizens of this country. And therefore for us who have been able to assemble necessary skills to be able to give to our trainees, we've been able to give what was supposed to be within their curriculum if we have not even gone overboard. Our chief guests, you can see from the demonstration that indeed we've been able to go out of our curriculum concept of even given more than what they really expected of us. But I'm happy with the time limit in terms of the shortness of time. We've been able to cover what you have seen, and even more than what you have seen that has not been demonstrated practically in this particular field. I am confident, therefore, that our students who are graduating class today will be able to perform their responsibilities at their county assemblies and the units of their responsibilities across the country, and to be able to showcase exactly what they have learned in this class, or maybe during this particular important training. I want to, therefore, give an assurance that the Administration Police Service, being a protective security unit, will continue to work with the county assemblies across the country and also the National Assembly, the Parliament and the Senate for that matter, to be able to ensure that we provide the security that is very much required by the citizens of our country. Our chief guest, thank you very much once again for gracing this very, very important occasion. And that demonstrates, therefore, the support of the highest office in terms of giving the assurance to our counties and our Sergeant at Arms officers. And this, therefore, would want to encourage all the other county assemblies that have been trained, because we only have 14, as I said. We want to have all of them being trained in our facilities. As I said in the morning during our brief, our chief guest, that this facility is at your disposal anytime, because you can be able to avail this institution and many other institutions that you'll be able to choose for us to be able to train our officers in this country. With this, therefore, this being therefore a basic program, we would want to encourage even further training in terms of advanced training, to be able to even showcase majority of the things that we've been able to do today in terms of experiences, and to be able to advance in terms of their firearms skills and management, and to give them that particular basic skills at that particular advanced level, therefore. So on behalf of the Administration Police Service, we want to ask the Parliament and the county assemblies to be able to take advantage of these particular facilities that we are going to provide, and to always be able to call on us to support the trainings that you'll be able to have. One of the key responsibility and the function of the Administration Police is to give support to government agencies. And therefore, this being a government agency program, we can be able to work together all the time and provide the capacities that you very much require. So these very, very short remarks, I want therefore to call upon our chief guest to come and address this particular gathering, and to be able to officially close this particular session of the training, and to allow you to have the powers to read and to do all that pertains to your responsibilities as the sergeant at arms in your different counties. Thank you very much and welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Administration Police Service, represented here by the Director of Training, Commandant, and most importantly, I convey our gratitude to the leadership of National Police Service for granting us this opportunity as the national and sub-national legislatures to build the capacity of our staff. I wish also to recognize the presence of colleagues from county assemblies, the clerks of various county assemblies, here represented by the chair of the HR subcommittee of SOCAT, the clerk of Tharaka Nithi, and other colleagues, Wapambo Wenzangu, Amjambo. To acknowledge the representation of clerk of the National Assembly and the Director General of the Joint Services, represented here by my colleagues. I'm here on behalf of the Clerk of the Senate and Secretary of the Parliamentary Service Commission, and before I read out his speech, allow me to make a few remarks. That over the years, since 2015, we've made a deliberate choice to have Administration Police Service, and in particular, the National Police Service Embakasi Air Campus as the trainer of choice, particularly in imparting paramilitary skills, which seeks to provide the necessary body of knowledge to sergeant at arms to be able to offer critical services to our legislatures. That said, allow me to go into the official mode to give you the notes of our leadership. And on behalf of the Senate of the Republic of Kenya, I'm delighted to attend the pass-out ceremony of the 61 graduates who have successfully concluded the basic paramilitary course for sergeant at arms. As you all know, the Constitution of Kenya provides the Senate to represent counties and protect the interests of counties and their governments. And it's this engagement with the county assemblies that has led to increasing demand for activities aimed at strengthening mutual beneficial engagements to safeguard the implementation of devolution in Kenya. And this is the spirit which the Senate has used to collaborate with the Administration Police Service to conduct paramilitary training for sergeant at arms to improve their capacity for selected officers on the operational enablers that support critical legislative business. This training was long overdue and eagerly awaited as the last training of this kind was conducted in between 2015-2016 timeline. And several factors inhibited this by lack of officers at that time, and which was compounded also by COVID-19 pandemic, among others. The Senate, in partnership with the Administration Police Service, therefore, has endeavored to develop relevant programs henceforth to sharpen the skills of sergeant-at-arms in Kenya. It is now, it was as it is now, that there is urgent need to conduct refresher training for officers, as has been mentioned by the Director of Training, to ensure quality service delivery both at National Parliament and county assemblies. It is in this regard that basic training for sergeant-at-arms was organized and held from the 9th of January to the 4th of February to enhance professionalism in sergeant-at-arms body of knowledge. This course was designed to equip and upgrade capacity of officers both at national and county assemblies with the prescribed skills, knowledge and techniques to enhance professionalism, effective service delivery in respective legislatures. Among other objectives mentioned was to expose officers to national security issues, issues of good governance, work ethics, public relations, issues of legal and public safety, skill at arms, drill, physical fitness, and has ably demonstrated basic combat skills. As you graduate today, colleagues, I take this opportunity to congratulate you for having undergone and endured rigorous training given your age for the last 1 month. In this regard, it is appropriate to take a moment and reflect the effort and hard work that you and your instructors put to produce the outstanding officers before us today. In every day brings with it new challenges and opportunities. And as you embark to your workplaces, I urge you to quickly read the situation, apply the skills trained, and impart your passion to succeed. This will enable you to identify opportunities and solve many challenges that you may face in your everyday duty. I wish to thank the leadership of National Police Service, and more particularly the leadership of Administration Police Service and all the instructors of the National Police Service Embakasi Air Campus who facilitated this program effortlessly. I also extend my highest respects and most gratitude to the leadership of the administration of the National Police Service College Embakasi Air for making time for the busy schedule and conduct much needed paramilitary training for sergeant-at-arms across the country, and in full compliance given the situation we're in of the Ministry of Health guidelines on and protocols on the mitigation of COVID-19. As you graduate today and pass out from your training from this highly respected institution, I encourage you to carry yourself with dignity, honor, and integrity, and with an unshakable commitment for continuous improvement to enhance service delivery to our Kenyan legislatures. With those very many remarks, colleagues and the leadership of National Police College Embakasi Air wish to declare this course officially closed. I thank you.
Cheers to Augusta Vano! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Red! We replace Madras! to march off the parade, so.
Basi watakapopeana heshima za mwisho nitawasihi muweze kusimama kwa heshima. Asanteni, nawaomba wageni wetu mweze kuketi.
Inadhihirisha kwamba wanafunzi walikuwa na ufunzi wa kufaa, maadili, mila na desturi ya askari ilipenya hata ikafika kwenye uti wa mgongo, na inadhihirisha kwamba masomo katika chuo hiki ni kila ambacho tunatarajia katika bunge za ukatuzi na bunge la kitaifa na bunge la seneti. Bunge la seneti iko na jukumu ya kipekee ya kuhakikisha serikali za ugatuzi na wananchi katika hizo serikali za ugatuzi na bunge la ugatuzi imeimarika kwa kupatiana njia mbalimbali ya kuimarisha matumizi ya ujuzi mbalimbali. Na baadhi ya haya matumizi ya ujuzi mbalimbali inatokana na wale wapambe wanaohudumu katika bunge za ukatuzi, na hawa wangwana mbele yetu wapambe ni wale ambao watapatiana huduma maalum katika bunge la ukatuzi, na tumechagua haswa katika bunge la kitaifa chuo hiki na haswa kitengo cha polisi ya Special Police kama wahusika wakuu kuendeleza maadili mema katika bunge la kitaifa, kwa sababu ni jukumu la kitengo hiki cha polisi kuhakikisha kwamba rasilimali ya wananchi na serikali nzima imelindwa na kuhifadhiwa kwa njia inayofaa, na hiyo ndio inatupatia mwelekeo mpya na haswa kwa kushirikiana katika sehemu zote za kitengo ya serikali kuu. Na ni furaha yetu na tunakuhakikishia commandant na wenzako kwamba tutaendelea kushirikiana na tuweze kupata mafunzo nyingine tofauti tofauti kwa waliofuzu hapo awali na wanao ambao wamefuzu leo, kwa kuwezesha kuimarisha ujuzi wao na kuimarisha uaskari katika bunge nzima. na hiyo askari ndio inapatia bunge sura kwa mwananchi kwamba bunge lao linapatiana huduma bora, na hakuna mwananchi anafurahia wakati anaona tabia potovu katika bunge ambayo inaleta sura mbaya. Na tunashukuru sana chuo hiki kwa kutupa nafasi ya kipekee ya kuwezesha kupatiana ujuzi mbalimbali kwa wapambe wenzetu, na tutakuomba Bwana Jilo urudishe shukrani zetu katika viongozi wakuu wa kitengo hiki cha polisi na wahusika katika kitengo chako cha kupatiana huduma ya elimu mbalimbali. Na tumefurahi kwamba umeweka mlango wazi kwetu kurudi kwako na washikadau wengine tuweze kuimarisha elimu katika na mambo mengine ya usalama katika bunge la kitaifa na bunge la ugatuzi. Tunashukuru kwa mara nyingine commandant, na kwa niaba ya viongozi wetu katika bunge la kitaifa tunashukuru sana, na tunaomba kwa unyenyekevu upitishe shukrani zetu kwa walio chini yako, na haswa wale waliopatiana ujuzi na muda wao kwa hao wapambe ndio wao wanang'ara hivi. Asante sana, Mungu awabariki.
So, please welcome.
Mafande.
Yes.
Mafande.
Yes, madam.
Oh, mmechoka? Chief guest and all protocol staff. My name is Purity McKenna from the Tharaka County Assembly. I'm here on behalf of the group, the Sergeant at Arms Course 1/2022, to pass the vote of thanks to the entire community. 9th of January up to today, it has not been easy, but he has watched over us, and all we can say is just thank God for the good things that he has done. Number 2, we come to the APTC college. These people have been so good to us. The training was not so easy, but we felt at home, and everybody started crying the first day. Wacha niwaambie tu ukweli, watu walilia hapa, but finally tukapata energy, especially waking up at 3. Tunakuwa kwa field, na sie tunaamka unaenda sijui kazi ama nini, unaenda kwa field. It was not easy. We cried siku ya kwanza. Personally, I cried, but I'm very strong, as you can see. Yeah, Afande Makoha, the chief instructor, physical training, did a good job. He always kept on telling us that mwili si yetu, mwili ni ya serikali, tupatie serikali mwili, ataturudishia tukienda. Afande Makoha, kama uko hapa ama kama uko ni sawa, tumekubali. We are still waiting. Hata ukisema we go for the run sahi, we are ready. Hata endurance tuko tayari afande. Aya, number 2, we go to our instructors in class. They were so friendly. Actually, they gave us a very different view of the APs, of the AP police officers. Sisi kitambo, mimi napenda kusema tu kweli, mtanisamehe. We used to view the APs as the askari wa chief. But when you came here, hakuna kitu kama hiyo. These people are learned, my friend. Wanaporomosha kizungu. We expected to get lecturers from maybe Nairobi University, Moi University, but we were very shocked to see the police officers coming to class in uniform. Na wanatupia kila kitu, which was very okay. We slept in class kidogo because before we adjusted to waking up at 3, but finally we all caught up. Si ni kweli Mafande? Yes. Number 2, our thanks goes to the dispensary. As I've already said, waking up at 3 and running kwa mawe, unaenda unafika huko Kenya Airports Authority huko. Na Afande Makoha anakuambia ni hapa tu. Lakini unaenda unakimbia.
finally mtu anapata injury, the dispensary was there to attend to us, and if it was beyond their control, we were referred to the bigger hospital facilities. Kwa hivyo our health was very much well catered. In our group also, we had an OCS. Hiyo, the cosmen wanaelewa ni nani. We had an expectant lady, and she was given special attention. Thank you so much, APTC, because of that. We also had a lady who had an accident, but the care was at par. Thank you so much, APTC, for that, for taking care of that. Number 3, APTC, we thank the catering department. They fed us well. Hii mambo ya kukula junk food, we were told no, no, no. As you can see, our bodies are very okay. Mr. Clark, Mr. Amesquare, who is my immediate boss at the Tharaka Nithi County Assembly, can attest to you that this is not the body that I came with. Finally, thanks goes to our course officer, Afande Munuve, who was like more than our dad. And in his team, he had Afande Bwire, Afande Willis, and Afande Bishar. Those were like brothers to us. Huwezi imagine ati afande amekuja au afande kiatu yangu imeraruka anakimbia kwa fundi anakupelekea kiatu. That was so touching. We really appreciate that. Ukienda kwa barracks, neti hakuna kitu ya kufunga. Afande anakimbia. These people bana, they are very sharp. Anatafuta kamba, anakuja, anakufungia. Thank you so much. Mungu awabariki. Finally, our many gratitudes goes to our employer, the Senate, the National Assembly, and the respective county assemblies for granting us the opportunity to come here. We have learned a lot, and we've learned so many things. But the first 3 that I still ask my cousin to continue practicing, even we go back the places of work, we've learned a lot of discipline here. Kila mtu anaamka, hakuna mtu anashughulika na mwenzake, even the other cosmen. Wanaenda tu, mnapitana huko kweli nasema, hey, hii Nairobi bwana. Number 2, discipline. Discipline na teamwork. Teamwork, hakuna, mnaona, mimi nimeshindwa kufunga buti, hiki kiatu haifungu hivi. There is a procedure of tying the shoes. Fungi tu hivi. Hii kitu, leo mnaona wacha niwaambie ukweli. Hii leo ndio tumeachilia hii mkono. Unafunga, unafikisha hapa, na lazima i-align with your 4 fingers. Si mchezo, lakini tumeiva ndio. Sasa nikifika hapo, I've said discipline, teamwork and what? Time management. Kuamka saa 9, okay, by saa 9 you have to be on the field. Hii mkono, my friend, nikikusalimia saa hii, you'll think that I am a quarry person. Lami tumekula. But we are not complaining, we thank God for it, and cooperation ilikuwa at par from the cosmen and our instructors. Now as I finish, sir, hata nyinyi mmesikia hiyo atulalamiki. We appreciate you, and especially the entire APTC. They have really done us great. Lakini sasa si mmesikia vile tumeamka saa 9 tujazoea. So it is my humble request on behalf of the cosmen to kindly grant us 7 days off at work so that we can at least adjust to our Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.